Good evening, student. Today the lecture, A Midsummer Night's Dream. Before we are going to see the drama, before we know about the author, A Midsummer Night's Dream, written by William Shakespeare. William Shakespeare was born on April 1564, Stratford upon Avon. He died on 1616. He was an English poet, playwright, actor, a great writer in English language. He is called the England national poet. His parents, John Shakespeare and Mary Aden, wife Anne Hathaway. Justify the title of the play A Midsummer Night's Dream. Shakespeare usually gives quite revealing and suggestive title of his play, especially to his comedies and romances. For instance, As You Like It, Twelfth Night, All's Well, The Ends Well, All's Well and the Ends Well, Comedy of Errors, Love's Labour's Lost, The Winter's Tales, like that. A Midsummer Night's Dream. This title indicates the theme and the nature of the play. The titles not only condense the theme of the plays but also hint about the dramatist's attitude. A play is rightly called a dream, for in the play everything is dreamy. A dream like atmosphere prevails throughout the play, and it's emphasized by the epilogue, which asks the readers to imagine that they have slept there and that all those visions appeared in their dream. So every incident in the play is to be enjoyed as a mere dream. Oberon wants to everyone to regard everything as a dream. To Titania, her adventures are a vision, and Bottom takes her change as a dream, and all the others wake up as if out of a sleep, and the events live upon them to impression of a dream. The incident in the play takes place as is in a dream. The lovers are befooled and ancient according to the decades and magic spell. They love or hate their women. Love juice works upon them, unnatural and unbelievable things take place. For example, the head of an ash in put upon bottom, and the queen of the fairies is made to love this monster. Human actors obediently follow the dictates of magic and enchantment. The fair is dominant, and the wood is the suitable place for dreams and enchantments. So the whole play, this indeed like a dream. A Midsummer Night's Dream, there is an inconsistency as the Midsummer Day falls on June 24. Note it down, June 24. But the dream in the play takes place on April 30. Shakespeare must have been certainly aware of this. A Midsummer Night's Dream does not embody the dream June 24, but it has a character that agrees with the Midsummer Night's Dream. All critics accept the fact that Shakespeare plays invariable embody and illustrate and ideas. That is a criticism of life. The greatness of Shakespeare art lies in the fact that he is a thinker without being a pedantic, and while handling the deep themes of conduct and the existence, he never tries to be a preacher. Shakespeare is both a philosopher and playwright. A Midsummer Night's Dream men must love. Their love has power to break all opposing ancient privileges. Love never goes hand in hand with reason. Its moods and whims are exempt from all constraints of destiny. When love remains with the limits of cool reasons, if creates no problems. Uh, Theseus and Hippolyta represent the love of persons in middle age, a love that faces no serious ups and downs. The youthful love of Lysander and Hermia and Demetrius and Helena shows jealousy, trouble, difficulty, and tragedy. Their love is a kind of madness. It is a cruel and uh, capricious love. This love result is confusion and madness. But her love for Demetrius that makes a Helena betray of Lysander and Hermia to Demetrius, and she becomes a traitor to honor. Because of this, the friendship between Hermia and Helena is broken by Lysander and Demetrius challenge each other. The passion of the Athenian lovers appears to be silly and meaningless. To Puck, who exclaims, "What fools of these mortals!" Even Titania, the queen of fairies falls in love with Bottom with an ass head. All is mockery of love and the maddener, the god of unreason. The effect of love are presented at different levels. This love depends on eyes, and the imagination blinds the eyes. Lysander submits to the reasons of another, but Bottom tells Titania that reasons and love never keep company. Titania praises him as wise besides being beautiful. This are all the brought about by the love juice, and this is a symbol of man's inconsistency, blindness. The play Midsummer Night's Dream has all these features, namely the fanciful story characterization, supernatural element, profusions of music and dance, picture stagings, and an exciting contrast and clowning. Almost the whole play has been set to music. The greater part of the action is controlled by the supernatural element. The scene of the action takes place either in classical Athens or in an ideal and enchanted forest near Athens. The forest is permeated with music and poems, which gives a dream-like atmosphere to the play. There is an excess of picture settings and pretty costumes. Except Theseus, all the other characters are finely drawn and are not much there is no action, there is no actions and that develops. As in a mosque, everything is an occurrence and living picture, rather than a plot. And then delineation and characters is given only a slight touch. Let us see the character sketch. Let me see the characters who are all acted in the drama. The first one is Theseus. Theseus, Duke of Athens, he is majestic and heroic, and he has a dignified bearing. He loves Hermia and is kind to her. He is also stern to her because of the law. Next one is Aegeus. Aegeus, father of Hermia. Hermia, the daughter of Aegeus, she is in love with Lysander. Lysander, a wealthy person, he is a lover of Hermia. He cannot marry Hermia because he is not chosen by Hermia's father. Next one is Demetrius. Demetrius, he loves Helena but changes his love and wants to marry Hermia by getting her father's consent, though he knows that she does not love him. From the next one is Helena. Helena, she is love with Demetrius. Helena is in love with Demetrius. Helena, she loves Demetrius madly, and this love makes her blind and senseless. It is she who tells Demetrius of Lysander's plan. She has neither insight nor strong will. She is beautiful, faithful, and sincere. Demetrius deserts her, but is finally restored to her. Next one is Philostrate, master of the revels to Theseus. Next one is Squines, a carpenter. Next one is Snug, a joiner. Next one is Bottom, a weaver. Flute, a bellows mentor. Snout, a thinker. Starveling, a tailor. Hippolyta, Hippolyta of the Amazons, queen of Amazons. She was wooed by Theseus. She is gentle and quiet. She has no sense of humor. Next one is Oberon, king of the fairies. Titania, queen of the fairies. Puck or Robin, good fellow. And Please Blossom and Moth, both as fairies. Fairies as other fairies of attending the king and the queen, attendants of Theseus and Hippolyta. Now the outline of this story, A Midsummer Night's Dream outline story. Theseus, the Duke of Athens, loved Hippolyta and the going to marry soon. Bottom is going to stage a play in honor of the wedding. Oberon and Titania, the king and queen of the fairies, are to attend the wedding. Hermia loves Lysander. Helena loves Demetrius. Aegeus, the father of Hermia, chooses Demetrius as the suitable groom for his daughter and requests the Duke Theseus to implement the Athenian law on Hermia. Hermia's love for Lysander is firm, and so they decide to leave Athens. Helena, Hermia's friend, reveals their plan to her lover Demetrius. Just where the lovers are to meet, Bottom and his companions decide to stage the rehearsal. Oberon, the fairy king, is depressed because of his quarrel with his wife Titania. They come to the same wood near Athens. Oberon wants to punish his wife, so he asks Puck, a good spirit, to bring the flower love in idleness. Puck leaves the place to carry out his master's order. Then Demetrius and Helena come there. Oberon happens to overhear Helena's passionate request to Demetrius. He decides to help her. So when Puck returns, he asks him to apply the juice to the eyes of the youth in the Athenian garments when the Athenian lady who loves him is by his side. Puck is confused as he has not seen Demetrius and Helena. Neither Puck nor Oberon know that Lysander and Hermia are also in the same place. So by mistake, Puck applies a love juice to Lysander's eyes. At this time, Helena comes there, seeing Lysander asleep. She wakes him up. Lysander, who wakes up, falls in love with Helena and follows her. When Hermia wakes up, she does not find Lysander nearby. So she goes in search of him. Oberon, seeing Titania sleeping on the bank, applies that love juice to her eyes. Bottom, with his troop, comes to the same bank for the rehearsal. Puck, who gets pleasure in doing mischiefs, puts the head of an ass on Bottom's shoulders. When Titania wakes up, she sees Bottom and falls in love with him. Lysander is madly in love with Helena. Hermia rebukes Demetrius and thinks that he has killed her lover, Lysander. Oberon overhears Hermia and realizes that Puck has committed a mistake. Lysander and Helena come there. Demetrius starts loving Helena. Helena thinks that Lysander and Demetrius start quarreling. Hermia and Helena blame each other. Oberon sets the confusion right by making Puck misleading them, and when the lovers fall asleep, Oberon applies a magic juice to the eyes of Lysander. So when Lysander wakes up, he resumes his love for Hermia, and Demetrius continues his love for Helena. When Titania sleeps, the magic spell is removed from her by applying the magic juice to her eyes. Puck removes the ass head from Bottom. So Oberon and Titania are reconciled. As Demetrius is unwilling to marry Hermia, she is restored to Lysander. Theseus announces that the pairs will be married in the same temple where he is going to marry Hippolyta. Bottom joins his companions Oberon and Titania come to bless the pairs. This play is a dream like a comedy. In the play, even the dream carries a profound significance. A Midsummer Night's Dream, it recognizes the reality of romance. It is evident that in this play, Shakespeare is in favor of the established institutions of marriage, family, society, and the like. The intellectual foundations of the play are embodied in the unromantic worldly realism of Theseus. Thank you. Thank you so much, students. Thank you.